Hello, and welcome to the Canny Valley Endurance AFK build for your Storm Shield defense. We're building the home base and we're doing the south direction. So if you don't have west built, make sure you check out the video on that because I will show you how to make the best trap tunnels possible for that direction. Super efficient, it's basically just taking them through this area. But you're here for south, so that's what we're going to build. So for the south, they're going to spawn in this area over here, mostly down in that sort of pit area down there, with the annoying gas canister that always respawns every time I load back into this area. So what we're going to do is we're going to block off this area over here and bring them through an area here where we can damage them similar to how we did in the other one. So what we want to do is build them across here like this, and then we're sort of going to zigzag like that. Look at this efficient use of space, eh? So, yeah, basically, that's all that you need, really. And then we're going to build across here to stop the enemies from bypassing our, trap tunnels. We don't want them to bypass the trap tunnels. Build the walls up. So this is the area they are going to be coming in. So we don't want to build too much in the ways of walls here. So yeah, by doing this, we can then sort of do the same sort of trick we did in the other one, where we build these low walls with full walls behind them. And if we build the floor in a specific way, like so, that will stop enemies from breaking through, because if they broke this wall, they'd have to break through this floor as well. And then the wall, it'll stop them from doing that. Similar at this side, we can do the same sort of thing with low walls like this. Making sure that we don't need a wall there. And yeah, we're going to bring them through. We can do the same thing with the low walls here, with full walls behind, like so. Making sure that we get everything just perfect, how we need it to be. Like that. That voice break. So as the enemies come through, we can obviously attack them with all this stuff. We want to get the floors built as well. Probably the opposite way here, actually. Sorry, like that. No, I've just built it the same, haven't I? Like that. And then we will need a wall, and then again, it always confuses me when I make floors like that. Try to figure out which one needs to be built and which one needs to not be built. So I think it's like that. Yeah, we're starting to get the hang of that now. That will stop the enemies, from breaking through, because then they'd have to get through this wall to get towards the storm shield. We start to put some ceilings here as well. So the beauty of doing it like this is these areas where we have this bit, we can put wall traps there, but we can also put zap traps, the ceiling zap traps, which will damage the enemies as well. Now, we want to avoid building anything this close to the storm shield. The corner here is fine, because it's technically not connected to it. But if you build anything there or there, you will get smashers trying to break it, so we can't build anything there. So this is as far as we can go. But there's plenty of room here to do damage. Don't worry about that whatsoever. We can also get some more ceilings here to do even more damage. And, if you really want to, if you're experiencing high pressure from the husks, they try to force themselves upon you, you can go ahead and put even more further out if you want. But I really don't think you're going to need that. One other thing I like to do in this area is either put a wall there, or maybe there, and what we can do with that is put broadsides on them, and they'll ping back and forward. I think there's best just because they tend to try break through this one here. Now, having this extra bit as well as the ceiling trap will really stop them from being able to do that, which is, what we want to do. You can also do the same here if you want to. You can put broadside there, put damage across, and it will hit anything that does try get through, these back bits here. Backbeat word is on the street. Now, speaking of this back bit, what we want to do is build floors all the way around, and what we're going to do is edit them close to the walls we've built. The reason being is we need to really stop the husks from wanting to try, circumvent our trap tunnels here and go through the middle. So we need to add extra protection. Make sure you wear protection. So we put these like this all the way around, and make sure you build walls in every section to section it off. If you don't, you may experience high volumes of husks. Now if we do the same here one more time, make sure you add a wall at the back as well. So this is what it'll look like. Obviously it's quite a lot, but you know, we need that protection. We need the enemies to not break through here, so it gives us that extra bit that we need. Also, over here, we might want to add a little bit of extra wall there. We don't need the side one because, I mean, where they're going to go down there? Yeah, who cares? Just the back one. And then similarly here, we might want an extra bit of protection. We are allowed to do this here. Reason being is, like over there, it's to the corner, so it's fine to build there. This will just give that extra stop of smashers trying to smash through this bit, because they've got an extra bit to go through. It's probably not necessary, this one. It's up to you. You can get rid of it if you want. That's totally fine. I will not be offended. I will not cry. Do not worry. And I think that covers everything we need to build. Potentially what you might need to do is just add a little bit of blocks here to put the anti-air traps on. So you can put some here, here, and then across here. I'll go over it in the traps, don't worry. But if you, again, like I did with the other direction, if you don't have anti-air traps leveled up with good perks and stuff, or if you are experiencing issues with flingers, because the waves can be long in endurance, you'll probably want to just build a flinger shield, which you can start from here, just where this bit ends. You can just start building up. You probably want to go just 2 high, maybe 3 if you're really paranoid, but you shouldn't have trouble with that. You should be all right. And we can put anti-air traps on all of these bits to cover that. So that's the structure. So now that the structure's down, what you can do is go ahead and level it all up, and I will show you the perks you need for the traps, and once we've done that, I will show you where to put the traps exactly, so that you can get the most amount of damage possible. Thank you so much for watching to this point. If you are enjoying the video, please do let me know in the comments. But also, I am on the Supporter Creator Program, so if you could please use my code CAMIG, and be sure to subscribe as well to get all future videos. Thank you so much. The anti-air trap 1 range on there for durability. Ceiling drop trap, so we're going for a crit build on this one as well. Ceiling electric field, we're going for a crit build once again, you know it. Floor freeze trap, so for this one we've got 2 impact and knockback. Floor launcher, so for whacking all the impact and knockback on there. Tar pit trap, so for this one I like to go for full durability. Wall darts, another crit build, another all-rounder build. The wall dynamo trap, so for this one I've gone for energy. Wall launcher, so for this one we've got 3 impact and knockback. Wall lights, so another 3 impact, 2 reload speed. Wall spikes here, we've gone for crit build, so 2 crit rating, 2 crit damage. Wooden floor spikes, so crit build on this one, that's pretty much cool. So now that we've got everything leveled up, but again, you don't have to have everything leveled up before putting traps down, but I find it extraordinarily easier to do it once they are all placed down. What we want to do is put some spike traps up here. We tend not to get them try come through all of them. It tends to mostly be the edge ones. You can put them on all of them if you want. I'm just going to put it on the corner one, and then what I'm going to do over here as an extra mitigation is put the broadside traps. So if anything does try go for these 2, the broadside traps will take care of it, basically. And then at this side, broadside traps again over here. The reason being that these will ping back and forward. In fact, actually, no, for this one we'll put... oh, I can't break this. Hello? Just not allowing me to... Okay, cool. For this one, we'll actually do... Oh my god, there's so many broadside traps in my inventory. We'll do a wall launcher, actually, because we want to send them out of the trap tunnels. But this one will ping back and forward still. So it's beautiful to have that also. Then for this one, I'm not sure what trap would be useful here. Probably wall darts, if anything. I think because, you know, it'll affect stuff walking up this bit here. Anything else, I don't think it's really going to do much. This one, we definitely want a wall launcher on for that one. As we come in, we want... Oh, that's 106. Whoops, it is. We don't want 106. We want 130. Want wall floor spikes even on the floor. And then I'm thinking floor spikes for this one as well. And then as we get further in, we will do freeze trap, and then at the very end, we will do tire trap, tarpa even. I always get those two words mixed up because I'm stupid. This will stop the smashers from being able to charge if they, should they make it that far. Over here, what we're going to do on this one is a ceiling zap, and also a ceiling zap here. You could put a tire. See, I've done it again. You could put a tire drop trap there, but not many husks are actually going to come up that bit, so at least that'll get triggered. And then on these front two, I think this is where it would be good to put the tire drop traps. I said it right that time. Thank you. Everyone applaud me. At this point, the thing that's best to go here would be wall darts, I think. You could go for broadside if you wanted. It's probably too far for it to bounce off that effectively. So that's the reason I'm not going for broadside there, even though I do advocate the broadside trap immensely. Now, as far as ceiling traps go, I think the first one would be useful to have as a zap. And then as we go through, I'm going to go for gas there and gas there. But everywhere else, we're going to put the ceiling electric field. Even the ones here that are actually in the traps. The reason being is these two see more of the trap tunnel bit than this one does, for example. This one covers that one, and that one. This one covers that. This one only covers, like, these two. So I don't think it's as effective. So I think the gas trap's best there. Then, for all of the small walls, we want to put wall dynamos. So on every single one of these, get wall dynamos. We're going to be doing absolutely huge damage here. Insane in the membrane. And then at the back for these, we can put wall darts. If you can look at the wall in the correct angle to make it actually let you put them down. It hates me. Don't ask me why. I don't know. On this one, I think I'm tempted to go for broadside, here. But I don't think it's going to bounce back and forward as we would like it to. So what I'm going to do is just do wall darts on them all. I don't think we could really effectively use broadsides in here. Just because we've got this build going, it is more damage overall than using broadside and making it work. So don't worry about, me advocating for broadsides and everything. We've used them where we can in the entrances and such. So don't worry about that. Something you could potentially do is put a wall there and put broadside on. I don't think it'd be that useful though. But yeah, that'll cover the traps. So there you go. That is the south direction for Canny Valley. Ooh, actually, before we finish, I need to put down some anti-air traps. So, like that should be good. I'm going to go ahead and put 6 down across. I think that should be plenty. Again, if you don't have these, or if you prefer a flinger shield, lobber shield would do beautifully as well. I prefer to use the anti-air traps, because, that's what they're made for, right? That's why the developers put them in. They intended us to use them, so I want to use them. But, if you are having issues, some people might, just with the way, the weird way that Save the World works. Sometimes different people experience different things. So, if you are struggling, build a flinger lobber shield. But, yeah, that'll do it. So, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'd also muchly appreciate it if you could like, follow, subscribe. You don't follow on YouTube, you subscribe on YouTube. If you could subscribe, and also comment, if you have any thoughts, please do so. But thank you so much for watching and making it this far through. Obviously, you're going to be using these, so let me know how much thankful you are for me for making your AFK endurance build for you. There you go. Cheers.